Hello and welcome to A Minute of Inspiration. People in my seminars usually ask me, Chetan, what's been your biggest leadership challenge? Now this question intrigues me, but I've always answered it one way. The biggest leadership challenge, whether it's for me or for you or for any leader, is always to walk the talk. Irrespective and regardless of what they talk about in terms of their business and life and living and past and history and future, the biggest challenge for everyone in your life or in my life is always to live the story rather than tell the story. It's very easy for people, it's very easy for me, and it's very easy for you, and as you will notice, to quote and to tell stories of religion, what the Mahabharata says, what the Ramayana says, what the Gita says, what the Bible says, what the Quran says. It's very easy, like a blabbermouth, to narrate all that. Are you able to live the stories that you tell? Decides, or at least in the people's eyes, decides whether they consider you a leader or whether they consider you just a person of authority who they have to listen to. This is the litmus test. You constantly find yourself preaching, telling stories, quoting things, quoting books. The test is, are you able to live it? And if you're not able to live it, then it's just pure blabber and there is absolutely no leadership in it. So the biggest challenge or the biggest thing is to be able to live the stories rather than be able to just simply tell the stories. And that's the quality that separates people of the highest level of credibility who earn the highest level of respect from people who might get respect because of the position that they are holding, but they'll never have everlasting relationships that respect them because people don't truly really want to follow them. So if you were to make an adjustment as a result of listening to this, it is this. If there is something that you've read or listened to or heard which you think is of great value, but you in your life are unable to live it, don't talk about it. Because when you talk about it and when you tell other people to do it, it's almost as if that every time you speak about it, you lose your own credibility and respect because people see through you right at that moment. When I choose to talk about something in my seminar, that's the struggle that I go through. That's the inherent conflict, or that's the internalization that I go through. How I judge what I'm going to speak about to you or as an audience or write about in a book is one simple test. I understand a concept. I understand an idea. I understand a thought. But what I ask myself is, have I understood it completely, which means am I living it? And if the answer is no, I have no right to teach it to you. But if the answer is yes, then I can probably answer every single question that you might have on that idea or a thought or a creation. And people who move forward, or rather who live happier lives, are the ones who don't live by stories that they have to tell, but they live by the stories that they're actually living, which is the truth, which is now, which is here. I hope you'll be able to make that transition. See you again. Goodbye.